Welcome to RCR Wireless News. I'm Martha DeGrasse with a look at some of the top wireless stories for the week. First up, earnings news. Chipmaker NVIDIA is upping its game. As video games move from PCs to mobile devices, NVIDIA is ready with its graphics processors. Fourth quarter earnings were up 50% year on year, but the company still has a lot of exposure to the PC market, and that market is slow. Cisco says earnings were up 41% in the fourth quarter. Cisco says it wants to be the world's #1 IT company, and apparently it sees wireless as a big part of that. It paid $1.2 billion for Wi-Fi provider Meraki last year, and just a couple of weeks ago it bought Intucell for almost $500 million. Intucell makes self-optimizing network software. And finally, Clearwire, still struggling as it waits to find out whether Sprint will be able to acquire the company. Clearwire continued to lose money and customers last year. Subscribers are abandoning its WiMAX network in favor of LTE. LTE opens up a lot of new opportunities for carriers, and this week we saw 2 infrastructure providers roll out offerings to help carriers create more value in their networks. Alcatel-Lucent unveiled its Smart Plan. Carriers can use this to offer their customers more data in real time, and they can give customers data sharing plans similar to those that AT&T and Verizon have put in place. Smart Plan also has a feature that will allow third parties to buy data for consumers as a way to win business. And Genband is also at work making networks smarter. This is a company that's made a lot of acquisitions in recent years, and now it's putting the pieces together for operators. It's touting its Smart Core to deliver rich communications, voice over LTE, and IP multimedia subsystems. Its Smart Edge will bring together disparate networks. It leverages the company's product portfolio, which now includes session managers, session border controllers, and security gateways. And Nuvia is Genband's cloud-based white-label UC suite for carriers. It includes high-def voice, which is something we think we'll hear a lot more about this year, as well as HD video and multimedia messaging. Now, for those of you that follow this company, we should tell you that Genband tapped the private equity markets again this quarter. The company says it's just completed a $343 million round of funding. Next up, news this week from FirstNet. That's the government initiative to create a national public safety broadband network. This week, FirstNet said it will negotiate with 7 regional test projects that were already working on public safety networks when FirstNet was established. Those pilot projects lost some of their funding when FirstNet was created last year, and it looked like they might be replaced by whatever the national group came up with. But now, FirstNet says it does want to negotiate with the regional projects and make spectrum available to them. If those agreements work out, the NTIA is expected to release the funds that were suspended. And there's an additional $121 million available from FirstNet. FirstNet says it will make grants to states and territories that are planning to help deploy its network. And finally, can you say iPhone in Portuguese? Well, this company sure can. Gradiente has won the rights to the iPhone name in Brazil. It registered the name back in 2008, before Apple, for cell phones and accessories. Brazilian authorities say Apple does have the right to use the iPhone name on games, toys, and Christmas tree decorations. That's a look at some of the top wireless stories this week. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.